JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news.
I want to say many thanks, many thanks to you for your platform, for assisting me. My brother is found and he was working at his former boss house. His phone was broken, hence he didn't reach out. And let me tell you, your platform reached a lot of people because I've been to places, even my doctor's office, and they're saying that, hey, they didn't know I really was related to the person, and they've seen it. Let me tell you, man, you see the police, if I was to sit and wait on them, I wouldn't get nowhere. So with the help of you, families and friends, and myself, my detective self, we got somewhere, and I found him. I did. Thank you very much.
School delivery man killed, teacher injured in gun attack. A school delivery man was shot dead and a teacher injured in an attack by gunmen at the gates of a Bay Farm Road institution in St. Andrew on Tuesday afternoon. That is Sanjay Wilson, 34, from Olympic Avenue, Kingston 11, where the injured teacher has been admitted to hospital. Police said around 12:10 p.m., Wilson and the teacher were both employed to the SARS group of schools, arrived at the location in a white Nissan ED wagon to pick up lunches when they were pounced upon by two men traveling on a motorcycle. The pillion, police reported, lighted an open gunfire on them before they could exit the motor car. The men then rode away. The injured victims were assisted to hospital, where Wilson was pronounced dead on arrival, and the teacher admitted in stable condition. The police said 6 pen shells were found at the scene. No motive has been established for the attack. Popular St. James mechanic gunned down. A popular St. James mechanic was shot and killed by unknown assailants along the Orange Main Road in St. James on Tuesday morning. He has been identified as 27-year-old Tosmoy Gray, otherwise called Tomo, of Perlin Stream, also in Orange, St. James. Reports by the Mount Salem police are that about 9:50 a.m., Gray rode his motorcycle from his yard and was heading to work when he was attacked. Upon reaching a section of the Orange Main Road, he was ambushed by armed men who shot him multiple times. The police were summoned, and upon arrival, Gray was discovered lying in blood beside his motorcycle. He was transported to the Cornwall Regional Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. Correctional officer held with contraband at prison. A correctional officer at the Tower Street Adult Correctional Center in Kingston is under investigation after he was held with contraband on Tuesday. The 28-year-old man was taken to the police by his fellow correctional officers who found him with the illegal items. He is facing charges of possession and dealing in ganja and introducing contraband into a penal institution. It is understood that around 2:15 p.m., the accused correctional officer was escorted to the Elliston Road police station by his co-workers who reported that during a routine search of his purse inside the prison, it was found with the contraband. According to a source, the contraband include a blue cellular phone and a paper bag with 2 packages wrapped with tape containing vegetable matter resembling ganja. The contraband was handed to the police. The correctional officer was then interviewed and escorted back to the prison, where police searched his motor car. There, the cops found 5 brown paper bags containing vegetable matter resembling ganja and tobacco, 2 boxes of Rizla and another cell phone, a Digicel SIM card and 10 lighters. The correctional officer was then escorted to his home in Kingston, where cops reportedly conducted a search but found nothing incriminating. Janitor charged with Baker's murder. A 35-year-old woman has been charged with the murder of a baker who was stabbed to death in Kingston on Monday. Charges Cassia Murray, otherwise called Kasha, a janitor of Bread Lane in Kingston 14. She has been charged with the murder of 25-year-old Ramon Patterson, otherwise called Six Boss, a baker of Dolly Way in Trenchtown, Kingston 12. Reports from the Denham Town Police are that about 11:15 a.m., Patterson was home when Murray came to the house and saw him with another female. An argument developed between the two, which escalated into a fight. It is alleged that Murray pulled a knife from a waistband and stabbed Patterson several times. He was taken to hospital, where he was pronounced dead. Murray later turned herself into the police. She was arrested and subsequently charged. Husband of murdered hotel worker charged. The husband of the hotel worker who was found dead in their house at Sontoy, Hanover, has been charged with her murder. Charged is 33-year-old security guard Junior Grayson, otherwise called Jay. According to the police, Grayson turned himself into the Maple police station in Clarendon on Wednesday, November 9. The decomposing body of 35-year-old Judine Smith Grayson, who worked as a chef at one of Hanover's larger hotels, was found at the couple's house after residents smelled a foul odor coming from the building around 12:15 p.m. and summoned the police. The police reported that on arrival of the lawmen, Smith Grayson's body was seen on the floor with several stab wounds. Grace was not at home at the time her body was found. Bar operator and promoter charged for illegal party. A bar operator and a party promoter were on Tuesday charged for breaching the Noise Abatement Act following a joint police-military operation in Westmoreland on Monday morning. A gun and several rounds of ammunition were also seized. The raid took place at the Motion City Sports Bar and Lounge in West End in Negril. Charged are 32-year-old Sudan Tafari Lynch, bar operator, and 28-year-old Donardo Bennett, a party promoter. According to the police report, Bennett was charged for hosting an event without obtaining a permit. Lynch was charged for using his premises to host an unpermitted event. Other charges related to a spirit license are still pending, the report said. During the operation, a black 9mm firearm with 10 live 9mm rounds were seized, along with a transparent plastic bag containing 96 small ties of vegetable matter resembling ganja, a bag containing white powdery substance resembling that of cocaine, 11 cell phones, and 7 offensive weapons. 16 persons were also taken into custody in relation to the seizure. Meanwhile, Deputy Superintendent of Police Adrian Hamilton, the officer in charge of operations for the Westmoreland Police Division, said notwithstanding the expiration of the state of emergency, targeted operations and robust road policing activities under Operation Relentless 2 will continue. We will continue to prioritize the relentless targeting of criminal suspects and the violence influencers, whilst simultaneously intensifying public order and public safety activities under Operation Reset. Additionally, the seamless collaboration of the joint forces will be intensified for maximum benefit, DSP Hamilton emphasized. Gun seized in Negril, 5 charged. 5 of 11 people were detained by the police following the seizure of a gun in Westmoreland on Monday have been charged. The 11 individuals were taken into custody after a 9mm pistol containing 10 9mm rounds of ammunition was seized by the Negril police on the West End Main Road in the parish. The parish stop cop, Senior Superintendent Wayne Joseph, said that the 5, all males, were stopped with charges ranging from illegal possession to wounding with intent. SSB Joseph revealed that the other 6 persons were subsequently released. He was unable to provide a court date for the 5 accused. It was reported that about 2:45 a.m., lawmen carried out an operation on the West End Main Road where premises was searched and the gun and ammunition found. The 11 people who were at the premises were detained. Police have declined to release the identities of those charged. Former MP Horace Sally fined in statutory declaration case. Former Member of Parliament Horace Sally was today fined in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court a total of $190,000 for failing to file his statutory declaration. A report from the Integrity Commission in April revealed that Daly did not file his declaration for the period ending December 2020. He was summoned to court for failing to make the submission, which was a breach of the Integrity Commission Act. The summons stated that Daly failed without reasonable cause to furnish the Commission with the statutory declaration, which he was required to do in accordance with the Act. Daly filed the declaration in April and apologized for the late filing. When he appeared in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court today, he pleaded guilty and was fined. Attorney at Law Charles Ganga Singh, who represented Daly, said his client filed the declaration late, but it was unavoidable for personal reasons. Daly, who was the MP for the Clarendon Northern constituency, lost his seat in the September 3, 2020 general election. The legislation states that failure to file a statutory declaration with the Commission constitutes an offence and is liable, on conviction in a parish, to a fine not exceeding $500,000 or to a term of imprisonment of not more than 6 months. Cruise ship passengers convicted in $100 million drug bust. The 8 people trying to smuggle cocaine worth over $100 million out of Jamaican border cruise ship have been convicted of drug charges. The 7 Americans and 1 Jamaican who resides in the United States, pleaded guilty in the St. Ann Parish Court on Tuesday to possession of and taking steps to export cocaine. They are Haley Lawrence, Kaylee Hall, Yakin Jones, Jamari Kitchen, Troy Craig, Javonte Johnson, Tequila Hooks, and Tashana Rinson, who all reside in the state of Florida. 5 are college students. Charges of conspiracy and dealing in cocaine were withdrawn by prosecutors. They are scheduled to be sentenced on Friday. During plea mitigation submissions in court on Tuesday, their attorneys, Odin Martin and Donovan Collins, described the actions of their clients as naive and pleaded for leniency. The attorneys pointed out too that all 8 are young, first-time offenders who are deserving of a second chance. The 8 disembarked a cruise ship in Ocho St. Ann after it arrived from Miami, Florida earlier this month, according to a police report. Anomalies were detected in their luggage as they attempted to reboard the vessel for departure. During a search by detectives assigned to the Police Narcotics Division, a total of 28 packages containing 17 kilograms of cocaine were found concealed in their bags. Men in Bogwalk Gorge gate breach case to return to court in January. The 2 St. Catherine men were charged for unlocking a safety gate near Dam Head in Spanish Town are set to reappear in the St. Catherine Parish Court on January 25, 2023. They are 45-year-old excavator operator Glenroy Denton and 52-year-old laborer Garth Brown, both of Bogwalk addresses in St. Catherine. They are charged with malicious destruction of property, breaching the Disaster Risk Management Act, conspiracy to destroy government property, and accessory before and after the fact. Their bails were extended when they appeared in court on Tuesday. It is alleged that on September 26, both men were seen cutting the padlock at the entrance to the Bogwalk Gorge, which was closed after the Rio Cobre overflowed its banks. Denton was arrested first, and Brown subsequently turned himself into the police. Both men have declared their innocence to the court, citing mitigating circumstances. Melrose Hill bypass traffic changes extended by 3 months. Traffic changes in Melrose Hill, Manchester, have been extended by 3 months as more time is needed to complete the road works. The adjustments, which took effect in May, were slated to come to an end today, but the National Works Agency NWA says this has been pushed back to February 2023 in the interest of the major upgrading project. The traffic changes, which were put in place to facilitate the construction of a box culvert, included the closure of a section of the Melrose Hill bypass. Manager of Communication and Customer Services at the NWA, Stephen Shaw, says the extension of the traffic changes was approved as the works being done as part of the Southern Coastal Highway Improvement Project are incomplete. The works being done along the Melrose Hill bypass are being implemented by the National Road Operating and Construction Company NROC and form part of the project to extend the east-west toll road from Maypen Clarendon to Williamsfield in Manchester. The existing Melrose Hill bypass is being upgraded to 4 driving lanes. Shaw is reminding motorists that resulting from the closure, traffic from Ports towards Williamsfield will continue to use a limited section of the existing Melrose bypass. Traffic from the direction of Williamsfield towards Ports will be redirected from the roundabout to the old Melrose Hill roadway. The NWA says the old Melrose Hill roadway will continue to facilitate two-way traffic for the benefit of communities. In sports news, Walker Cup final, it's Haile Selassie versus Tivoli. The Linval-Dixon coach Haile Selassie High booked their spot in Friday's final of the 2022 Walker Cup, following a 1-0 victory over Woolmer's Boys School in the opening match of a semi-final doubleheader at the Stadium East field yesterday. Haile Selassie High will face Tivoli High in the final. Tivoli defeated St. George's College 1-0 in the second match. In the opener, Haile Selassie got their decisive goal in the 57th minute thanks to a wonderful left-footed strike from Jawain Payne. Coach Dixon said they were happy for the victory and praised his team's history-making performance. Haile Selassie will play in their first schoolboy football final on Friday. I think overall we had a fairly good game, but it couldn't have been better. We created a lot of chances but only capitalized on one. But at the end of the day, we're happy for the victory, he stated. For Haile Selassie team, yet to win either the Manning or Walker Cup, Coach Dixon is cautiously optimistic of his team's chances. Well, listen, we're taking it one game at a time. But to make it to the final now, it's really amazing for us as a small team. We're not taking anything for granted because we know we have to get ourselves ready for the final, and I'm sure the boys will be up for it, he added. Wolmers, who struggled offensively throughout the evening's encounter, had only one clear opportunity, which Nanda Meg skied over the bar in the 77th minute. Head coach Jerome Wade stated that his opponents wanted it more than his charges. I think they wanted it more than us, and as you know, everybody calls this the Losers' Cup. Congratulations to the Haile Selassie team, said Wade. In the evening's second semi-final, four-time champion Sivoli, coached by Christopher Nicholas, got the game's winning strike in the 27th minute, thanks to a brilliant team build-up, which was completed by a calm and composed header by Dwayne Johnson. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.